with Erica, Jess and Bree from Frank. Guys, thanks for coming.
Thanks for having us.
Today we're talking about social media success, and you guys know a thing or two. What are your latest numbers on social media followers?
Well, last time I checked, which was probably like 5 minutes before I walked in here, our Instagram is growing pretty quickly. It's sitting at around 660,000 followers at the moment. And we've got 2 brand hashtags that we use on that platform. So that's the Frank Effect and Let's Be Frank. And there's about 150,000 branded hashtags. And across our Facebook, it's sitting at about 80,000. And then it sort of tears down from there on our Twitter and Pinterest, which are our newest platforms.
So some big numbers there.
Yeah.
How did you get there?
It takes time.
Yeah.
2
hard
years.
work. Yeah. We actually just started with Instagram and Facebook because we didn't really want to overwhelm ourselves with too many platforms. And with all of our clients and our other business, it's always that's the strategy. You start with 1 or 2 platforms and you get them right first. We used Instagram more than we used Facebook a lot at the start because for us it didn't require advertising spend, and it worked well in terms of user-generated content, which was a huge part of our social strategy. We're a small startup and we didn't have a lot of money to put into advertising, so getting people to do the marketing for us in terms of showing people what this weird dirt-like substance looked like and kind of exposing their bathroom routines was hugely important. So with every package that went out, there was a flyer that would encourage people to go back and post a photo on social, and it was really about normalising this process and it being not a weird thing to cover yourself in coffee and just take a photo.
Totally.
Yeah, and people are obviously pretty keen to get involved.
Yeah. I think that a lot of brands they set up their Instagram page and then they're like, great, I'm here. Where are all the followers?
Yeah.
And they forget that people have to somehow see your page to begin. So for us, I guess working with either influencers or just our customers to generate this content for us was giving us access to their followings, and it's like the digital word of mouth.
And what about the social media management? You mentioned that it was quite time consuming. How do you handle that?
Well, we launched with a very aggressive social media strategy and we posted on the hour, every hour during the day, so about 8 posts. There was actually a time when my partner Steve would wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning to do a post, which we've now scaled back, and we do 4 to 6 posts a day on Instagram, 3 to 4 on Facebook and Twitter, Pinterest as well.
Okay.
And we have someone in the States that now does that for us when we're asleep, so we don't have to set our alarms anymore. But I think some brands and people forget how time consuming that can be.
Totally.
Even just doing 2 posts a day consistently, we work every single day, Christmas, New Year's, weekends. We don't really have a break just because we can't.
Is that the magic number, 3 to 4 posts a day? I mean, you said that people turn up to Instagram and just expect the love to flow in.
Yeah. You know what, it really depends on what your business or your product is, and we see different clients from so many different industries at Willow and Blake, and we really try and, I guess, personalise their social strategy to what works for them. But I wouldn't say that everybody should post 3 to 4 times a day. It just depends if you have 3 or 4 things to say every day. I mean, there are specific posting times that we like to recommend, and that's really based upon when people themselves are on their phone scrolling through their feed on Instagram as an example, and that might be the first thing in the morning, on your lunch breaks, late at night. So many people are on their phone before they fall asleep in bed, and it's tapping into that mindset of customers and that audience, and then if you've got something to say, saying it then. But there really is no point just posting for the sake of posting.
In terms of the content itself, what have you found works best for you?
Social is just that, social, and listening and talking back with your customers, finding out what they like and don't like, and not being worried if they don't like something, because that's quite a valuable insight. You just know, cool, they're not interested in that type of content, we won't post it again. But they really do love, say with Frank for example, beauty tips and advice, and our large female audience love seeing good looking guys on Instagram, so we can focus our content around that. Or they like hearing about us doing interviews with role models, so we'll put that on our blog content.
What about celebrity endorsements? How do you go about those?
Yeah, I think any celebrities, like heavy hitting celebrities that have used the product, have actually just come across it themselves.
Yeah.
And it was an amazing endorsement. It was really lovely for us to see those people using the product, but it's just as nice to see any one of your friends, or you get an email from a really happy customer who's just loved the results that they've had with the product, and that's really nice too. And they're the stories that we really like to promote. We actually set up a secondary page on Instagram called Frank Feedback, which documents all of the before and after photos that we get from our customers, and I think that has probably been more of a testament to the product and the brand than any celebrity endorsement ever could.
Some great social media insights. Thanks, guys.
No worries.